Mahjong hapon sa tanan. Magandang hapon sa lahat. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Louis coming to you from the island of Leyte, the province of Southern Leyte, the municipality of Macrahon, and today I am in the barangay of Upper Ichon, and I have a friend here with me today who's curious what's going on. This guy's excited. You want to play? Huh? You're excited. He's checking out what's going on here with all my gear. Right? It's not food, it's just my stuff. Okay, just give you a view of the scenery here. It's about 5 p.m. so the sun is passed down behind the mountains, seaside. Not quite as hot as it was earlier. Still bright enough to do some video. And this is the location that I am at, which is down from the hill where I've shot some videos up there before. That's also where we go for our good cell signal when we need to make a cell phone call. And today we're going to continue our series. This is part 3 in training weapons for FMA. And we're going to talk about training blades. And here's a little part of my collection and the blades that I use for training. Some are stainless steel. Some are aluminum. He's very excited, I think, to be on camera. Yes, I know. Likes to play. I was saying that some are aluminum, some are stainless steel, and some are wood. And just wanted to talk about some basic information if you're new to FMA. You know, I always tell you that you don't need to spend a lot of money. But if you're going to buy the best that you can afford, get what you need, and you can always build your collection up more later on. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have good and decent equipment to do FMA. I'm a big believer in finding good deals, making your own when you can. That's all part of the journey and the adventure. And you'd be amazed where you can find certain things. Okay, so basically what we're going to talk about is the types of weapons first. Now we want to use training blades, and what I mean is not live blades, mostly for safety. I mentioned on the previous video, the introductory video, that there are some people that advocate using live blades and just covering the edge with tape. I never ever recommend that. I think it's dangerous. To be honest, I think it's a little foolish. I think we're supposed to be safe and smart when we train. Some people will say, well, if you're using a training blade that's not sharp, you know it can't hurt you. So the basis of reality of your training is just not real. You're not going to have the same reactions. It's not going to have the same training effect. I think that all depends on your focus and what's going on in your mind and how serious you take your training. So we want to use training blades for safety. They can be made out of wood, and for wood you can have swords, knives, you can even just use a stick. They can be made out of aluminum, they can be made out of stainless steels, I mentioned some of mine are, even be made out of synthetics. And it's all based basically on your personal preference, whether you want long ones, short ones, aluminum or steel. What materials you want, what length, what type. Also financial considerations, as I mentioned. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Buy the best that you can afford. Be creative. You can even make your own if you're skilled, if you're good at wood carving or metalworking. Maybe you work at an aluminum shop or you have access to tools and supplies. You can just make your own. A lot of people do. Now, we want to also talk about using training blades for reality-based training. It's very curious what's going on. And there's Mom. Okay, so anyway, back to the topic. Now, when you have these training blades, and we want to talk about, you always hear people mention reality-based training. When you look at your training tools, you want to, well, can I really use these to do realistic techniques? Things that I would ever use in a self-defense situation. Can I use this? Will it work? And also, in answer to the people who think you should train with live blades, and I do not, again, I'll say I do not. You know, when you're training and you have your training blade in your hand, if you handle your trainer as if it were a live blade, and you have the proper focus and intent, that's what you need, is what's going on in your mind, what's the situation you're practicing for and preparing yourself for, so that if you ever do need to use these skills and techniques, you're ready and you know what to do. And concerning your training blades, you know, the possibilities are endless of what you can buy and collect and own, and also how you can use those. And really the only limitations are your desire and your drive and your imagination. I'll just quickly show you and describe in mine. The two center long bolos, those are aluminum. The bolos to the right and left of those are stainless. And those are actually what we call choppers here in the Philippines. The ones on the right and the left. If you go to the market and you buy pork or you buy chicken, this is what they're going to be carving up the pork and the chicken with. But I thought they looked pretty cool. I got them at a local store and I didn't spend a lot of money on them. We'll talk about price here in a little bit. Then the ones here in the center section, the two on the left outside and the two on the right outside are aluminum. The two in the center are stainless. And then the bottom section here, I have a couple of aluminum karambits, a couple of aluminum knives, a wooden knife, another small aluminum like a dirk type dagger, and then a wooden and bone karambit. Now the long bolos, these were made by the shop that Grandmaster Rodel Dagauk owns. The choppers, the bolos on the right and the left, I bought those at a local store here in southern Leyte. And here's where I'm going to tell you don't have to pay a lot of money. The long bolos, they're a little bit expensive. The two on the right and left, I paid about 199 pesos each. That's approximately $4 US each at the current exchange rate. Then for the ones in the center here, this one and the mate, this one, I got in Manila. I don't remember how much I paid. The crisp blade, the wavy one here, and this one, I got these at Doce Pares in Banilad, Mandawi City in Cebu. The two center ones here, I got at a local department store. They're stainless steel. I paid 230 pesos for the pair, so it's like $4.60 US. Then for these, I don't remember where I got these with the holes, and I don't remember how much I paid, but again, it wouldn't have been much or I wouldn't have bought them. The two karambits, these were also made by the shop of Grandmaster Rodel Dagauk. The wooden knife here and the karambit with the wood and the bone, these came from Grandmaster Alan Fami in Deparo, Caloocan. He teaches his Kalahi FMA system, and he also is the owner of Kalahi Custom Blades. And this center, dirk type one with the aluminum blade, I also got that at Doce Pares in Cebu. So my collection is not an expensive one by any stretch of the imagination. And for me, it's very complete. It's got everything that I need, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, so it's getting dark now. I think we're going to bring this video to a close. And from me and my little buddy here, we'll say daghang salamat kaayo. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. As always, amping kanunay. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Nice.